Tyka Nelson is dead.
The sister of musical icon Prince, Tyka Nelson, has died at the age of 64.
Tyka Nelson's death at the age of 64 has sent shockwaves through both her family and the music world, not only because of her legacy as Prince's sister, but also due to the mysterious circumstances surrounding her passing. Tyka was a musician in her own right, with 4 albums to her name and a career that included sporadic performances, such as a notable 2008 appearance at the Minneapolis club Bunkers. Yet she was planning something much bigger, a farewell concert in 2024 to celebrate her legacy. Unfortunately, her declining health made it impossible for her to attend. In the months leading up to her death, Tyka experienced a series of medical emergencies, including repeated calls for paramedics to treat cardiac issues, gastrointestinal bleeding, and infections. Despite these alarming episodes, her death has yet to be officially explained. Adding another layer of intrigue is Tyka's connection to Prince's $50 million estate, which had been the subject of intense legal battles for years. Although she sold her share to Primary Wave Publishing, some wonder if her proximity to such a high-stakes legacy made her vulnerable. These elements set the stage for comedian Katt Williams to voice a series of chilling suspicions about her passing. Katt Williams has never been one to shy away from controversy, and his response to Tyka Nelson's death is no exception.
He was a high thinker and a guy that was always 30 steps ahead of whatever the curve was.
Known for his bold critiques of the entertainment industry, Williams suggests that Tyka's passing is linked to the ongoing battle over Prince's legacy and the power struggles within the music world. Williams has long been vocal about his distrust of major industry players, and in this instance, he points fingers at influential figures like Clive Davis and Jay-Z. He believes that Tyka's death is not just a personal tragedy, but part of a much larger story, one where Prince's defiance of the industry's control left lasting ripples. Prince's infamous fight to reclaim ownership of his master recordings, during which he scrawled the word slave on his face to protest his treatment by Warner Brothers, stands as a pivotal moment in his career. To Williams, these battles did not end with Prince's death, but have continued to shape the lives of those connected to him, including Tyka. Her plans to release a memoir and perform at a tribute concert shortly before her death only deepen the mystery, with Williams hinting that her insights into the industry may have made her a target. The story takes a darker turn as the video draws parallels between Tyka's death and a troubling pattern in the entertainment industry: the premature deaths and career setbacks of artists who challenge the status quo. Prince, revered as one of music's most fiercely independent figures, is held up as an example of the high cost of defying corporate power. His clashes with record labels, particularly his battle with Warner Brothers over ownership of his music, are framed as a blueprint for the risks faced by artists who dare to take on the industry.
If I sell 1 million copies, I'm gonna have $10 million, right? Roughly $10 million.
Right.
If I sell 2 million copies, I got $20 million.
Right.
If I just sell 3 million copies, I got $30 million.
Tyka's passing is then woven into this narrative, presented as a potential consequence of the unresolved disputes over Prince's estate and the immense value of his creative output. The video suggests that these struggles are not confined to the artists themselves, but extend to their families and heirs, creating a lasting legacy of tension and tragedy. This perspective transforms Tyka's death from a simple medical event into part of a larger, more sinister story of systemic control and exploitation. It also pulls back the curtain on the broader power dynamics within the entertainment industry, focusing on figures like Clive Davis and Jay-Z, who represent the entrenched forces that maintain control over artists.
You know what I'm saying? Clive is a whole freak.
You think Clive put him on to all
I know. Clive, that's what he do. Queen Clive.
Clive Davis, celebrated as a music mogul responsible for discovering and shaping stars like Whitney Houston and Alicia Keys, is portrayed as emblematic of the immense influence wielded by industry gatekeepers.
By spending time with her when the picture was inescapable. There were 2 times, one live, where she came to my home, where we had a personal...
Jay-Z, meanwhile, is framed as a modern power player whose ascent to mogul status positions him as both a beneficiary and enforcer of these systems. Against this backdrop, Prince's relentless pursuit of artistic freedom is presented as a direct challenge to the industry's power structure, a fight that left him vulnerable to retaliation.
Of course, they wouldn't change, because if they changed, they wouldn't really exist.
And that's kind of the situation we're in right today. They're not going to exist much longer.
Tyka's death is then cast as a tragic consequence of this ongoing battle, raising questions about how far the industry will go to silence or suppress those who refuse to conform. By combining these elements, the video captivates viewers with a narrative of intrigue, rebellion, and the hidden costs of fame, drawing them into a story where the stakes are as high as the unanswered questions.